Hello, here is another Canvas tutorial. As mentioned in previous Canvas tutorials, Canvas updates its learning management system approximately every 3 weeks. There are release notes that come out ahead of time to tell you what's going to be on the next Canvas update. One of the items that I'm really excited about is for the tool to record video. So you can do that in a number of different places. Quite commonly, it's done in an announcement area. If you're going to add an announcement, you can always put text in. You can include pre-recorded media. You can put images in, attachments, all types of different things. And then there's an icon right here for record, upload media, and you can go into this particular spot. One of the places that I use this particular tool is actually to provide feedback, video feedback to my students in class. So say I have a particular assignment here, there's only a test student in here, but assuming that this was an item that needed to be graded, or in the case of how I use it, at the end of the week I give feedback on the student's performance for the entire week and post it in the last grade column. So I'm going to go into more details in the Speedgrader tool. And you have the ability, obviously, here, if you had a rubric, there'd be a View Rubric button, and you can use the rubric to score. If you don't have a rubric, you enter your score based on the performance of the student. You can pop some comments in here. You can attach an item, and then this link right in the middle, or this button, is the icon for media comment. And so this would be where you would go ahead and create a video. Now, prior to today, or I guess actually yesterday, this was a situation where you had to enable Flash, and a lot of times, depending on which machine you were working on, sometimes this was a little bit easier than others. In some cases, you could enable Flash for Canvas, and you were good to go. You never had to do it again. Other times, you had to enable Flash every time you tried to do this. So imagine trying to do this for feedback for 15, 20 students, and you got that extra step. Well, I'm happy to report with the latest edition of Canvas updates this is now HTML5. Flash is no more. So HTML5 makes this a lot easier, which also means it's better for playback on things like mobile devices and that type of deal. So all you would do is you go out into this spot, and if you've used this tool before, you've actually seen that this is going to look a little bit different. We actually have a webcam button here where we can check our webcam and identify if we have more than one webcam choice. The same with a mic. We can choose either the internal mic in our machine, or in the case of what I'm doing here, I have a headset here, so we can pick the appropriate mic. As you can see from the blue bar that comes across here, this is identifying my volume, and you want to make sure that you can see that moving if you are talking, so that you don't actually have it on mute. And then we now have a start recording and a stop recording button. Now, in the past, if you've used this tool, if you've recorded any videos inside Canvas prior to today, this would have been a little circle with a red dot in it, and you would have clicked on it, and that would have started your timer. Actually, there wasn't any timer. You just started right away and went into the record mode, and then you would stop recording, you'd hit save, and so forth. So basically, just briefly going to show you, it's basically the same thing. You do have this upload media tab here. If you already had a pre-recorded video that you wanted to put in place rather than recording one now, you can do that, but I'm on the record media tab here because that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to hit start recording, and now look, we have a countdown, which is actually nice. There was no countdown before, and so this is going to record everything that I'm going to do in this screen. It's also going to record my audio, again, assuming that I have tested to make sure that my microphone is being picked up before I actually started recording. I have an option to obviously finish. I can start over if I have maybe started incorrectly or wanted to say something at the beginning and I did not, so I don't want to keep this one. And then you get the running total here in the lower right corner here. I have 28, 29, 30 seconds so far, and I can then have an idea if there's a certain length or if I'd like to make sure that I don't spend too much time talking about something. And then when I'm done, I just click finish. And I now have the ability to replay it right here before I launch it or make it available to the students. I can just replay it. You just click on this, it starts doing its thing, and you can make sure that it's exactly the way you want it. And then I have the ability to type in this box here and give it a name, and then I hit save. Now, one of the things that I found out the first time I attempted this with this new platform using HTML5, I hit save and I didn't really see anything happen, and I thought, okay, maybe I did something wrong. So I left and came back in and did it again. It turns out, depending on how long of a recording, it could take you up to a couple of minutes for this to actually do what it had done in the previous version of this platform when you were using the Flash version. And that is, the video recording is going to show up as an icon, as a video icon right in this comment box right here, and you're good to go. But you're going to find that it takes a little bit longer. I don't know if this is something that's going to be corrected in the near-term future, if it's always going to take this long. I have only made videos up to about 4 or 5 minutes, and usually within 2 minutes they're actually in the box, so it kind of slows down the workflow a little bit. I don't know if this is being addressed by anybody, why it takes so long to actually show up in that spot, or not, but I just wanted to get this out right away because I know there are some people that use this tool. Oh, there we go. As you can see, it shows up above the add a comment box, calling it add a media comments, which still allows you to type in the box if you want to add anything else. You know, please review your feedback for the week. Oops. Or whatever you want to say, and submit. Good to go. Moving on to the next person. Now, I did this here in the gradebook because I wanted to leave video feedback there. But as I said before, you can do this in any particular spot. If I want to add a discussion thread, if I want to add a new announcement, I can get to the same exact tool, and you can see that it looks exactly the same as it did before. So just to show you, now officially, as of the 10th of December 2018, you now have the ability to make these video recordings. You are doing them using HTML5, no longer Flash. That's going to be a good thing going forward. Hopefully you enjoy it.